For this video, we're going to be focusing on completing a flow diagram. We happen to have some missing values over here. Before we start, let's try and identify which is the input of our diagram and which is the output. So as you've remembered, the input is the left hand side, which we're going to call X. So this is our input, and our output is the right hand side, which we're going to call Y. And as you can see, we have the outputs and the inputs in our flow diagram. Let's start by creating a bunch of equations for our four missing values. So let's divide our space up here. And we're going to take our equation or our function and write it in all these spaces without changing anything. Okay, now as the flow diagram works, this A is inputted and a 2 is outputted. So those are matching values. So our A, we said, is our input. That'll go into X, and the 2 is our output. So 2 is equal to 3A plus 5. There we go. The next one, our 3 is inputted and our C is outputted. Here's our input, here's our output. So as we said, the 3 is inputted for X and the output has to be C. For the third one, our B is inputted and our 17 is outputted. Our B is inputted here and our 17 is outputted over there. So 17 is equal to 3B plus 5. For the last one, -7 is inputted and D is outputted. So -7 is inputted for X and D is outputted for Y. So D equals 3 into -7 plus 5. Take a minute and check if that makes sense to you. Now that we're done with creating our equations, which should be the first step when addressing a problem like this. Once you've done with that, you can now work on solving for your variables. Your variables to solve for are A, C, B, and D. Solving for C and D are pretty straightforward. We would simply multiply 3 times 3 because brackets means multiplication in maths. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 5 is gonna equal to 14. So our answer for C is 14. For D, we have a similar situation. 3 times -7 is -21 plus 5. So our answer from this, working with integers, we take the sign of the bigger number and the bigger number minus the small number. So -21 minus 5 is going to give you 16. So D is -16. For A now, we have 3A on the right hand side and 5 on the right hand side as well. From what you recall with equations, we always isolate the variable. So we're going to take the 5 and move it over. We then have a situation that looks like this. 2 equals 3A and that 5 we moved over. But something important has to happen when you move a number across an equals to sign. The sign of that number will change. So from +5, you'll now have -5. And 2 minus 5 is going to be -3 equals to 3A. Now we're still trying to solve for A, not 3A. So we need to get rid of this 3 somehow. So we divide by 3. And if you do it on one side, you've got to do it on the other side as well. So to get rid of this 3, we divided both sides by 3. Our answer is now A equals to, and -3 divided by 3 is -1. I'll give you a minute, or maybe pause the video and try to get the value of b on your own using the same method. Right, if you've identified it, once again we're gonna move the 5 over. So we'll have a situation where 17 equals 3b, and the 5 that has moved over now has a negative sign. 17 minus 5 works out to 12 equals 3b. Again, we've got to get rid of this 3 by dividing by 3, so you do it on both sides. B is equal to 12 divided by 3, which is a value of 4. So we've completed our flow diagram where this is -1 and this is 4. Yeah, correct. No problem. Thank you.